Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV, here with the legendary El Feroz, Fernando Vargas. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Blessed, man. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Here we go. Inducted into the Hall of Fame. Finally, a big stamp on the career, man. What does this mean for you, Fernando?
Well, it's a blessing because it shows that that I wasn't overlooked. You know what I mean? I beat 5 world champions: Jorge Campas, Raul Marquez, Winky Wright, Acorte, Javier Casego, and the 4 that beat me didn't walk away saying it was easy. So, you know, it's a blessing to be here and to be inducted into the Las Vegas Boxing Hall of Fame, which this is where it counts, not Canastota. Who fights in Canastota? Everybody fights here in Las Vegas. So, you know what I mean? Those are my thoughts.
When you look around and you see all the greatness in the room, Fernando, you've been around this group of guys for years, but to see this level of finality, all these guys going into the hall. We had COVID, so this is one of the largest classes that'll ever be. What does that mean to you, this triple class induction?
Well, it's a beautiful thing to be able to be inducted in this class right here with amongst great champions, and it's truly a blessing for me.
Fernando, having been a guy that never steered away from any of the top fights, any of the top guys in your weight class, tell us what you think about some of the new events going on in boxing. We've got guys like Devin Haney going over to fight against George Kambosos for the second time over in Australia. What do you think about the youngster Devin Haney?
Well, I think that's awesome. That a champion goes and fights him in his own land, and then he beats him. You know what I mean? So that's really a big thing. You know what I mean? So for us, I was able to see him fight Kambosos, and he outboxed him. So I think that was a great fight.
Coming up here in September, we've got Canelo, Triple G Part 3. I've coined the phrase CG3. What do you think about Canelo, Golovkin Part 3? What do you think the keys to victory for Canelo are?
I think Canelo got his number. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody beats Canelo right now. I think that the only reason he lost is because he fought at a weight class that, is a little too big. But he's a killer. He's a killer. He's definitely the best fighter right now in the game.
After, a thing about big fights, a thing about rematches. Having this past weekend, we had AJ go over and fight against Alexander Usyk for the second time. Dropped the second match just like the first. What'd you think about the fight?
It was a great fight. It was a great win for Usyk. It's great. They're our team, part of our team. Igis Climas and Jose de la Cruz, and we're just grateful that they were able to win, and we look forward to hopefully being on any one of my boys being on those cards.
Yesterday, I got a chance to hang out with the first Mexican heavyweight champion of all time, my dude Andy Ruiz, man, the Destroyer. What are your thoughts about Andy Ruiz? He's fighting against Luis Ortiz on the 4th of September on a Sunday. What do you think about that?
Andy Ruiz is a killer. He's a killer, and you know what I mean? He showed that he's the first Mexican heavyweight champion in boxing history, and they can never take that away from him. So I think that's amazing, and we support 110% Raza, so we're gonna be there 100% to make sure that we support him in this fight with Ortiz.
Andy made kind of light of this, but I think that there was something to it. Andy mentioned while he laughed, hey man, everybody wants to knock out the nice guy. Why do you think Andy is so underestimated time and time again by his foes in the heavyweight division?
Because he's not typically what you expect a heavyweight champion to be. Heavyweight champion, you expect him to be like Anthony Joshua. But you don't expect him to be like Andy Ruiz, which is, we love to eat tacos, we love to eat burritos, we eat enchiladas, and and he represented for the you know, the bigger boys, and so he doesn't look like somebody that would be a heavyweight champion, but he's a killer. He got speed, power, boxing ability, and a chin.
And now he's got a chiseled bod. He came in yesterday. He looked like a completely different person. He's been putting in the hard work, man. If you had Andy Ruiz next to you, what would you tell Andy?
Well, you know, Andy, we know us to support you. We got your back 110%. We're always going to have your back. And you're the first Mexican heavyweight champion in the boxing history. The record books will never be written over again. And so we love you and support you, and we know that you're going to do your thing, my brother.
Marcus Hayes, Fight Hub TV, with one of the greatest all time. The young lion who now has become a Hall of Famer, Fernando El Feroz Vargas, Sr.
I got 3 killers. Fernando Vargas Jr., Amado Fernando Vargas, Emiliano Fernando Vargas. So, you know, and it's crazy. I don't want my kids to fight, but my compadre Frankie Gaspari said it best. Champ, you don't want your kids to fight? I said no. He goes, okay, who's gonna tell your kids that they can't be like their dad? Because I'm not gonna tell them. When he put it like that, I said I gotta support him, right?
Absolutely. Ex-champion, supportive father, Hall of Famer, the trifecta, Fernando Vargas, man. Thank you for your time, Fernando.